As organizations adopt hybrid infrastructures that include on-premise, private, and public clouds, it is becoming increasingly difficult to secure their data using a traditional approach to security. This is especially true given the inability of security tools and processes to keep up with IT's capability to deploy additional infrastructure in a matter of minutes. With VMware's NSX platform for software-defined data centers, security can finally overcome these limitations. In today's demonstration, we will show the power of this platform as it leverages Symantec Data Center Security, Rapid7 Nexpose, and Palo Alto Networks' next-generation firewall to respond to changes in the data center. Let us take a closer look at the functionality offered by the VMware NSX platform. NSX provides network isolation by default. It also secures communication within a virtual network, thereby enabling segmentation. Furthermore, NSX can dynamically provision advanced services from partners, creating significant additional value. Let's consider Bob, a cloud admin at Too Good Corporation. Prior to VMware NSX, when Bob upgraded and initialized Microsoft IIS version 6 on the Checkout Flow application, the organization may have taken up to 30 days to learn that there were vulnerabilities associated with the new version. Once these were found, Hector, the security admin at Too Good, would have had to coordinate with Bob via phone, email, ticketing, and a number of tedious manual steps to plan and conduct remediation. The mission-critical Checkout Flow application would have been exposed for an extended period of time. With VMware NSX, this same process can be automated and the inherent risk mitigated in a matter of minutes. Let's take a look at Too Good Corporation after their NSX implementation. When Bob, the cloud admin, proceeds to upgrade IIS on Checkout Flow, he finds that it has its own security group within vCenter. This security group defines the unique set of security services associated with this application. This concept is called microsegmentation. Bob selects all the VMs associated with Checkout Flow and upgrades IIS. In the NSX environment, this upgrade will be detected by the file integrity monitoring capability within Symantec's Data Center Security solution. This capability identifies changes to files in real time. The servers associated with the Checkout Flow application all have a policy in place that creates an alert when any changes are made to these files. When Bob launches the upgrade, this change is detected by Symantec Data Center Security and an alert is sent to Hector. In addition to notifying Hector of the change, this event also triggers a specific security orchestration workflow within Symantec Data Center Security. The security orchestration capability of Symantec Data Center Security provides the intelligence and automation both to select optimal policies across multiple products and to orchestrate those policies and products through the NSX platform. Hector has created a rule within Symantec Data Center Security that launches a vulnerability scan anytime a change alert is received against this particular application. The security operations functionality within Symantec Data Center Security can identify the appropriate security solution that should be leveraged to fulfill this requirement. In this case, Rapid7's Nexpose vulnerability scanner is identified. With VMware NSX, Nexpose is able to perform a vulnerability assessment directly through the hypervisor without requiring traditional network or operating system access to perform this task. After the vulnerability scan has been completed, Nexpose identifies a critical vulnerability in the upgrade Checkout Flow application that is associated with a known exploit in the wild. A set of predefined tags has been published and understood by all members of the NSX ecosystem. Therefore, after the scan is completed, Nexpose automatically creates two specific NSX tags as part of the security orchestration workflow to indicate that there is a critical vulnerability with a known exploit. Symantec Data Center Security now has enough information to recommend options for mitigating the risk to the exposed systems. In order to do this, Symantec Data Center Security evaluates all solutions registered to the NSX platform at Too Good and presents Hector with options on how to proceed. The first option is to isolate the system at the network level using Palo Alto Networks firewall. The second option is to harden the server at the host level using Symantec Data Center Security Server Advanced. This would provide him with the ability to limit access, create a sandbox, and effectively lock down the server. Hector can select one, none, or both of these options. Let's take a closer look at how this feature set within Symantec Data Center Security works and what other information is available to Hector as he determines the right path forward. Hector can drill down and look at the individual security profile of each workload. A security profile is a set of security services and settings that are associated with any given application. Security profiles are implemented based on tags associated with the application. Tags are an integral part of the NSX ecosystem and hold the key to cross-product communication. Within Symantec DCS, tags can now have additional data associated with them. For example, tags can be mapped to controls, which can in turn be mapped to authoritative content. Within this area of Symantec DCS, Hector can further evaluate the workload and determine what action should be taken. In this case, he selects the option to use Palo Alto Networks' next-generation firewall to isolate the application. Once Hector selects this option, Symantec Data Center Security leverages the underlying NSX platform to communicate with Palo Alto Networks. Palo Alto Networks implements change to firewall rules and security policies around the isolated application without disrupting the larger firewall settings. Palo Alto Networks' next-generation firewall will allow only administrator access to this application until remediation actions have been completed. We have now shown that we can rapidly detect a change, conduct a vulnerability scan, detect a vulnerability, be presented with options, and take action to mitigate our risks, all in an automated fashion. The systems have been isolated without changing shared security or compliance controls that have been established by corporate policy. The same workflow can be used to validate the fix once it is in place. As a patch is applied, the change will be detected and a vulnerability scan will be conducted. Once the high severity tag is removed, the isolation policy will be revoked. Through this demonstration, you have seen software-defined security made possible by VMware's NSX platform. Finally, security can possess the speed and agility required to meet the demanding business needs of the future.